A lot of crazy woke things going on in America right now, but this is out there. At a high school in LA County, Norwalk, California, this is John Glenn High School, Planned Parenthood, the pro-abortion nutjobs want to set up a, well, Planned Parenthood clinic inside the high school, some sort of office, some sort of presence inside a high school. It sounds crazy, but they're serious about this. Nicole Neily joins us. She is the founder and president at the Parents Defending Education organization. Nicole, welcome back to Newsmax. How are you?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Planned Parenthood in a high school. It sounds crazy enough, actually, that some wokesters would want this to happen. Seriously, this can't happen. What's the status?
Yeah, and you know what? This is part of their new business model. They announced last year that they were trying to get into 50 schools around Los Angeles County, and so this is one such effort. We got a tip that this was happening as the school board was going to be voting on it last night, July 18th. And when we found out about it, we told the news media, and families in the district, once they learned of it, were so outraged that they showed up and protested. And so that really shows that the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. Parents can make a difference once they pay attention to what's going on in their backyards.
So, by the way, Planned Parenthood, you know, I have a rough idea of what they do. What would they do? What are they seeking to do in a school like this?
Sure. So it covers reproductive health services, screenings, birth control, IUDs, things like that. But their contract also specifically lays out that they can refer students to their other clinics that are for services that are not offered on school grounds. And so let's think about the other things that Planned Parenthood offers at other clinics. They offer abortions, obviously. They offer gender hormone therapy at other clinics. And so California actually is a state where minors can receive health care without parental consent. And so these are things that children will have access to without parents ever having any idea. And that should horrify everyone, families, taxpayers, every single person.
All right, so it looks like the parents are going to win this one. And I think parents just about everywhere would say not in school. But who knows these days? Do you have any sense of the support that might be out there for these kinds of facilities?
It's widespread. We have actually begun tracking this across the country. I'd like to say it's only in California, but unfortunately it's not. Planned Parenthood has partnerships in schools across the country. There are schools across the country that refer students to their clinics. And so it's the kind of thing that should really worry people. This specific school district actually had a provision in their contract where they said all medical records will be maintained by Planned Parenthood, not even by the school. And so again, a family will never know, even if they ask for their child's medical records, what services their child received. And so it's the kind of thing where parents have to be very vigilant to know who is operating their school and what kinds of people have access to their children.
All right, so if we want more information, we can go to your website, Defend, I-N-G-E-D. What is the ING? So say again, please.
DefendingEd.org.
Ah, Defending Ed. Okay, there we go. Now it makes sense to me. Thank you for the work you're doing. And yes, we must be vigilant. This is crazy. What's the next move here, just before we say goodbye? What are they going to do next in Norwalk?
Well, they've tabled the motion, and it's funny because the district and Planned Parenthood had exactly the same wording of that. I think they were surprised by the public outlash. So I expect they'll try and bring it back. And so we're going to keep an eye on, and we're trying to keep an eye on not only this school, but again, dozens, hundreds of districts across the country where there are similar things going on.
Nicole Neily, we appreciate it so much. Thank you, and we'll be right back.